Hello and welcome to 2021 Hand Heart Pocket Charity of Freemasons Queensland River to Reef ride. We are here again at Queensland Park, a COVID modified event but a little bit more relaxed than last year, so looking forward to seeing you all here bright and early tomorrow morning for the send-off. We've got a lot of riders heading off early for our 1:35 challenge at 5:30 and onwards from there in your allotted time slot that you registered. A massive credit to the community getting behind this event once again, despite the restrictions and the COVID hampering of the event, I guess. We have managed to raise over $50,000 again this year. It is by no means a single effort. There is a lot of people involved, but I think most credit needs to go to our major sponsor, being Hand Heart Pocket Charity of the Freemasons Queensland. They have been phenomenal support. 3 years now they've been behind this event. Massive credit to them and a heartfelt thank you from myself, the riders, but I think most importantly our three charities, Selectability, Mackay Sporting Wheelies and CQ Rescue Chopper. Just absolutely fantastic to be able to hand that money over to those three local charities. So thank you to you, the riders, for participating tomorrow, making the event possible, getting behind it. We've got well over 550 riders. I think the official number is 581. So look, we're stoked to have that number of riders out here tomorrow and enjoying, you know, what you see behind me, the best of the river all the way out to Abena and whatnot. We've organised a bit of a headwind back from Abena, so you can look forward to that. But no, look, the weather conditions look really good. The wind's definitely coming down in the morning. You might have a bit of a headwind on the way home if you're late out there in the afternoon, so maybe save a little bit of energy for that. But most of all, enjoy the day. It's a charity ride. It is not a race. We want you to enjoy yourself out there. Make the most of the rest stops. We've got two, one at Dumbleton and one at Abena. Make sure you pull in, enjoy your time there, have a feed, shake the hands of the volunteers, give them a thanks and head on your way. I guess a few important safety things that we need to cover. Again, same event as last year as far as the route goes. So if you did ride last year, you'll be very familiar with it. Very important to remember, it is not a closed road on the event. So we will have traffic out on the road, and we need to remember that all road rules still apply. That includes this footpath behind me. We are not a closed footpath, so you may encounter people out walking, exercising, walking their dogs. We need to be courteous. We need to stick left. We need to try to avoid on the path riding two abreast, because we will have two-way traffic. And the simple rule is there, you always stick to the left, no matter which direction you're heading, and that way we're not going to have crossover of those riders. Once again, we will have that walkway down at Queensland Park. Just down from Queensland. We do have a volunteer there. That worked really well last year. Everyone was super patient. You may get held up there just for a little bit. Remember, it's not a race. We just need to get everyone down safely and back up safely up and down that ramp, so please listen to that volunteer. There's a few pinch points on the path. Okay, where there's a pinch point, obviously it narrows. Please be mindful of the riders coming towards you and stick as far left as possible without clipping those little posts that come out. So watch that with your handlebars. Just take that bit of care, a little bit lower speed on the footpath, and we'll be able to get through there safely. If you're not familiar with which route you're taking, please familiarise yourself with that using our maps online and also through your rider briefing email. There is, for the 60s, 90s and 135s, there is a modification due to the road being closed at Glenella Richmond Road. So that's sort of as you're coming back from Habena before you get across to Glenella where Magpies is. So that road's closed. We'll be taking a right-hand turn off the Mackay-Habena Road about 1 kilometre before we normally turn at the top of the hill there. And you'll be going down up over the hill on Waddell's Road and immediately left on the downhill, so please don't speed up down that hill. We'll have a volunteer and a sign there as always, but you'll be turning left onto a dirt road. Now the council's been fantastic. They've helped us grade that road and make sure the conditions are as safe as they can be, but please, you know, just be careful in through that section. Then importantly, along that dirt section, we have a quarry which is operating. Okay, we will have trucks using in and out of there. We have a volunteer there with two-way communication who may hold you up as a cyclist. Okay, if you see him standing on the road with his hands up, you need to stop. He's my father-in-law. Trust me, you don't want to get on the wrong side of him. But thank Joey for being out there at the quarry tomorrow morning. And yeah, look, just important that we give way to those trucks so that everything's nice and safe along that Woodwards Road little detour there. At the end of Woodwards Road, there's a left and then the right-hand turn off Holtz Road back onto Glenalla Richmond. Obviously, anytime we're turning right, we need to make sure the cars behind us aren't coming through, and obviously merge over and indicate using our arms, as always. We have a lot of young riders out on the route tomorrow, especially with making advantage of our 10K family fun ride through Botanic Gardens. So please just be super courteous to those younger riders. Make sure they're safe and give them a wave and a holler, ring your bell at them, and make sure they're having a great time tomorrow as well. And as always, our volunteers on the corners, please make their day. You know, give them a yell, give them a holler, squirt them with your water bottle if it's a hot day, and look, make their day as fun as yours will be. The rest stops been really good the last few years. Just make sure that if you're pulling into the rest stop, especially at Dumbleton, that you do not stop on the side of the road. You need to exit off the road, get good 10 metres off the road on the grass before you dismount off your bike, so that we've got all that happening away from the road. Remember, we've got cars coming through there at 80 to 100 kilometres an hour. We don't need congestion on the bitumen section. Same thing when you want to rejoin the route. Plan your entry onto the road, get on the grass and roll onto the road so that you're not stopping on that bitumen area, because remember, we've got riders coming around you as well. Out on the road, the rules are no more than 2 abreast. We need to stick to that. We understand there's small sections where you may be overtaking riders and it becomes a little bit more, but look, with our spread out event, COVID modified, there's really no reason for us to be using up more than the road than we need to be. So try to stick to those rules, please. Make sure you read your rider briefings, which has been emailed out to you with some important safety features. Look, I guess most importantly, get out there, enjoy the event. It's fantastic to be able to enjoy what we've got. We look forward to being able to bring you a much bigger atmosphere next year. Obviously at the finish, and fingers crossed, you know, we've got rid of this COVID cloud, and we can provide that atmosphere at the start and the finish line, which unfortunately we haven't been able to do last year. And standing here last year, if you had told me this year we'd be here again, I probably would have argued with you, but here we are, and I think it's a credit to you guys, the riders and Mackay community, for making this event still happen and still be possible. When we do finish tomorrow, a little bit less strict than last year. We won't be moving you on. We've got a coffee van, we've got a little bit of an atmosphere happening here, so please make advantage of that. Grab a photo and then head on into one of our local cafes or something and enjoy your day. Thank you very much from me, the event organiser. Massive thanks to Libby, my co-event organiser, and everyone that's been involved with the event, our charities and our sponsors. So thank you, enjoy the day tomorrow.